So here's a question we hear all the time from business owners. Can I just classify this person as a 1099 and keep things simple? I get it. On paper, it seems easier. No payroll taxes, no workers' comp, no benefits. But here's the reality. Misclassifying a worker as a 1099 when they should be a W-2 employee is one of the fastest ways to get hit with serious fines, back pays, and legal trouble. Let's break down what's really at risk and what you need to know. What's the difference between a 1099 and a W-2 employee? A 1099 worker is an independent contractor. They're self-employed, they control how, when, and where they work, they use their own tools, and they're responsible for their own taxes. A W-2 employee is under your direction and control. You can assign tasks, you set the schedule, you provide training, you provide equipment, and you're responsible for withholding taxes, providing workers' comp, and following the labor laws. If your worker looks, acts, and operates as an employee, but you're calling them a contractor, that's misclassification. Here's what happens if you're getting it wrong. If the IRS, the Department of Labor, or California Law Commissioner audits your business and finds out you're misclassifying somebody, here's what you could face. Back taxes on all unpaid payroll wages, fines and penalties, both federal and state, owed overtime, meal and rest break violations, which can turn into a PAGA lawsuit, liability for injuries if they weren't covered under your workers' comp, and potential lawsuits for wage theft or wrongful termination. In California, under AB5 and ABC tests, the standards are strict, and most contractors don't qualify if they're doing the same work as your employee. One employer we worked with came to us after being audited. They had misclassified 5 warehouse workers as 1099s. They ended up owing $14,000 in back wages, $9,000 in penalties, and had to pay retroactive workers' comp coverage. All of that could have been avoided with proper classification from the start. At Voyage Employer Services, we help you get right the first time. We classify and employ your workforce under the correct guidelines. We handle payroll, workers' compensation, onboarding training, and HR compliance. So you're protected from liability, audits, and lawsuits. You focus on running your business. We make sure your workforce is structured legally, efficiently, and safely. If you're unsure of how to classify a worker, don't guess. Get expert help. Misclassification is expensive, time-consuming, and 100% avoidable with the right partner. Leave a comment below. Have you ever had a question about 1099 versus W-2 or seen it go wrong? And when you're ready to build a compliant, scalable workforce, visit voyage-es.com. Voyage Employer Services, building better workplaces, empowering people.